In today's topic, we are going to derive the three expressions. One is called displacement of the particle when it is executing in the simple harmonic motion. After finding the expression for the displacement of the particle, by knowing the value of displacement equation, we have to find out the expression for velocity. After finding the expression for the velocity, later we are going to derive the expression for acceleration. So, in any motion, definitely the particle that should have displacement, velocity, and acceleration. Are you clear? Even in simple harmonic motion, when it is executing in the simple harmonic motion, definitely that particle must have the equation for displacement, equation for velocity, and equation for acceleration. Just I have drawn the diagram which one was already introduced in the previous classes. Here you have to understand that here the particle that is moving in the circular path, its projection is drawn here. That projection point is taken as n. This is a particle which is actually moving in the circular path. The projection point is n. When it is moving in the circular path, in the meantime what will happen? The projection, that one will be moving in the simple harmonic motion. Are you clear? So here when it moves with a constant angular velocity omega, here what happens? Here we are able to measure the displacement of the simple harmonic motion particle. Right from the O up to n, in between distance is called displacement. That is represented by the letter y. Are you clear? Now we are going to derive the expression for the displacement equation, that is y. Are you clear? Look at the same thing in reality. With the help of pendulum I will explain. Now the pendulum, it is kept at rest. It is in the equilibrium position. When it comes here, right from the equilibrium position up to the place up to which that in between gap, this distance is called displacement. That is represented by y. The same y, for the same y, we have to derive the expression. Understand this. Here in between that gap is there, no, the distance is there, no, that is called displacement of the particle when the particle moves in the simple harmonic motion. Always the displacement that must be measured only from the equilibrium position. Are you clear? You should know another thing, that when the particle, when it goes to the maximum distance, that maximum distance is called as amplitude. The maximum displacement of the vibrating particle from the mean position is called as, what is this? Amplitude. That is represented by the letter A. Understood? First we will find out the expression for the displacement y. Okay. Now to derive the expression for displacement, we must know the knowledge of the trigonometry. Are you clear? So here, this is the angle that is subtended here. Let us imagine the particle, it moves from here to there. So this is the angular displacement made by the particle theta. The same theta, since alternate angles are equal, the same theta, that one will be existing here. We need to get this displacement. It's one of the side of the triangle, no? From this triangle, we are going to get the opposite side. Here perpendicular is there. So how to get the y? Are you clear? We are going to get the expression for displacement. So here we have to use the trigonometrical function sin theta. Sin theta is equal to opposite divided by, what is this? Hypotenuse. Are you clear? So here, this distance, clear, look at the distance. The distance is called A. What is this? The distance is called A. Right from O up to point P, that radius can be taken as A. Are you clear? So substitute the value. Opposite. What is mentioned the opposite? ON. Are you clear? Divided by hypotenuse is OP. Substitute the respective value. ON is mentioned by Y and hypotenuse, that OP is mentioned as A. That one gives you what? Sin theta. Now cross multiply this. Y is equal to A sin theta. So this is the expression, you have got it now. Now So clear. Since the particle moves in the which orbit? Circular path. Actually, that particle is having angular velocity omega. In the previous discussions, in the previous lesson, you have learned that omega angular velocity is equal to angular displacement divided by time taken. This formula was already introduced in the previous concepts. Therefrom, we are able to get the expression for theta. Theta angular displacement is equal to omega t. Instead of theta, you can substitute omega t. So, y is equal to a sine omega t. So, this is the expression. So, clear. With the help of this, we are able to find out the displacement of the particle when it is moving in the simple harmonic motion. The same equation that can be used even in the case of pendulum and also in the case of illustration. Very important one. This one gives you the equation for displacement of the nuclear particle when it is moving in the simple harmonic motion. Now only is it clear that introductory part about the oscillations are introduced. Don't forget this equation, that one will be often repeated throughout your physics journey. Understood? Now we are going to derive the expression for velocity of the particle when it is moving in the simple harmonic motion. Now how to get the velocity? Already we have derived the expression for which one? Displacement. What is the expression? Y is equal to a sine omega t is the expression for which one? Displacement. Therefrom we are able to get the expression for velocity. Velocity is nothing but rate of change of displacement, that is v is equal to dy by dt. When the displacement, when it is differentiated with respect to time, you will get velocity. Now substitute the equation d by dt of, instead of y, substitute here a sine omega t. Is it clear? Instead of y, I have substituted the previous equation. V is equal to, here a is nothing but amplitude. Are you clear? When the particle, when it is moving with greater displacement, that is called amplitude. That amplitude is a constant. It won't change with respect to time. Therefore, a can be taken out and a cannot be differentiated. So, a is a constant divided by d divided by dt instead of sine omega t. In here is clear, a sine omega t must be substituted. V is equal to a sine omega t to be differentiated. Already I have written the formula for differentiation formula. If sine omega t is differentiated with respect to time, you will get cos omega t omega. Are you clear? First you have to write cos omega t. This omega t to be alone separately is differentiated. You will get omega. This omega and a, both of them must be written together. A omega cos omega t is the expression for velocity. Understand, this is one of the equation to calculate the velocity of the particle when it is moving in the simple harmonic motion. Can you understand? Now, clear, the same thing that could be written in some other form. We know very well that here sine square omega t plus cos square omega t is equal to 1. Therefrom, we are able to write it as cos square omega t is equal to 1 minus sine square omega t. In that format we can write. Understood? So, here to get the cos omega t, what we have to do? We have to take the square root. 1 minus sine square omega t. In that format we can write. Understood? Now, just for this cos omega t can be replaced by using this equation. V is equal to a omega. Instead of the clear cos omega t, I am going to substitute this equation. What is this? 1 minus sine square omega t can be written. This omega, the clear, specifically this a omega, that could be written within the bracket. Are you clear? After writing, what will happen? Look at that. Here I am going to write this a omega. When it is brought within the square root, what will happen? That one becomes clear a omega, a square omega square 1 minus sine square omega t. In that format we can write. Can you understand? Now look at that. Here this omega square, are you clear? That omega square that can be written outside. So if it is brought out, what will happen? You will get a alone, are you clear? And multiply inside. So multiply a square now, a square minus a square sine square omega t. So in that form we can write. Already we have already known that y is equal to a sine omega t. Here a square sine square omega t is there. Therefore the entire factor can be replaced by y square. Because y is equal to a sine omega t, here a square sine square omega t is there. Therefore this part can be replaced by y square. So therefore v, the expression for v can be written as omega square root of, what can be written? A square minus y square. So this is the another equation for calculating the velocity of the particle when it is moving in the simple harmonic motion. Look at that, I have written two equations. In some cases, this equation to be used to calculate the velocity. In some cases, we have to use this expression to calculate the velocity. Don't forget. Understood? Two equations are there to calculate the velocity of the particle. Here, when the particle moves in the circular path, look at how the velocity is acting. That is acting tangentially in this direction. Are you clear? So the same velocity that can be taken for this projection point also, there also for the pendulum also, that particle when it is moving, pendulum moves here and there, that particle also will possess velocity. Understood? Two equations are here. Now we are going to derive the expression for acceleration of the simple harmonic motion particle. So what is the expression for velocity? Already we have derived. The expression is a omega cos omega t is the expression for velocity. With the help of the expression, velocity expression, we are able to derive the expression for acceleration. Acceleration is nothing but rate of change of velocity. Acceleration is nothing but rate of change of velocity. When velocity is differentiated with respect to time, you will get the acceleration. Instead of we substitute this equation, a is equal to d by dt of, instead of v, I am going to substitute a omega cos omega t. So this expression can be substituted. After that, find out the constant factor. A is nothing but amplitude of the particle and omega is the angular velocity. Both are constants. A is equal to a omega. Both cannot be differentiated, that's why it is taken out. D by dt of cos omega t is substituted. Now we have to differentiate cos omega t with respect to time. A is equal to a omega. If cos omega t is differentiated, look at the formula. You will get minus sin omega t minus sin omega t. Separately this omega t to be differentiated, you will get omega. This omega and this omega both can be combined and finally we can write it as a omega square and minus sign is there. Are you clear? Minus of a omega square sin omega t. So this is the expression for which one? This is the expression for acceleration. Could you understand that? A minus a omega square sin omega t is the expression. Any doubt on this? So this is the final expression for acceleration. Now we can do some modification in this equation. Are you clear? Already we have derived the expression for displacement. Y is equal to a sin omega t. This expression was already derived. Are you clear? The same expression that can be is clear written here. With the help of y we can write how here minus sign is there. This omega square, that omega square factor can be written outside, and what is the remaining factor? A sin omega t can be written. This a sin omega t factor can be replaced by displacement y. So what will happen? Minus omega square a sin omega t can be replaced by y. Therefore, this is one of the expressions to calculate the acceleration. Now I am going to write one more expression for a. What is that? Minus omega square, and this part can be replaced and it is written as y. So this is also another important equation. By using this, we are able to calculate the acceleration. Two equations are written for acceleration. Don't forget, this is the most important equation. This equation is called, what is this? Equation of simple harmonic motion. This equation is called equation of simple harmonic motion. Very important expression. Throughout the lesson, you can see this expression, okay, whenever we discuss about SHM. Understood? Now I am going to sum up all the three equations, that is displacement equation and velocity expression and acceleration expression, because these three formulas are very important to do the problems. This is the expression for displacement. Y is equal to A sin omega t. This is the expression for displacement. Velocity expression is A omega cos omega t. This is another expression to calculate the velocity. One more expression is there to calculate the velocity, that is nothing but which one? Already we have seen that omega square root of a square minus y square. This is the expression. Acceleration expression. What is the expression for acceleration? Minus a omega square. What is this? Minus a omega square. Already we have derived. All the expressions were already derived. Minus a omega square sin omega t. By heart all the three expressions. That one will be very much helpful for you to do the problems. By knowing y, we can calculate v. By knowing v, we can calculate acceleration. So note down all the three expressions. Okay.